Every meeting I seem to have these days revolves around data. It could be a business asking how to understand their customer more, how to make better decisions, how to automate processes, or how to interrogate a data set. In fact, maybe even how to innovate. And actually, none of this would be possible without something called Elasticsearch, which is a tool that you don't often hear about, but it's reshaping the way enterprise searches for its data, does its data analysis, and makes its decisions. So today we're going to talk about data, yes, but we're going to talk about it from an Elasticsearch point of view. And I'm here with Delcho Delov. He's written a paper on how to search for complex synonyms in Elasticsearch. But before we start, and before I let him introduce himself, let me just give you a little context to Elasticsearch that will hopefully allow some of the non-technical people that are listening, allow it to be positioned in their mind. I always like to refer to Google search and compare it to that, because we use Google multiple times a day and we all know about it. But fundamentally, they serve different purposes. They're both extremely powerful search tools, but let me try and summarize the difference between the two. Elasticsearch is designed for enterprise-level search and analytics. It's often used to search functionalities in websites, applications, and large data sets. Businesses and developers use Elasticsearch to sort of create customized search experiences based on their specific data and their specific user needs within a business. You have complete control, or a business would have complete control over the data indexed by Elasticsearch and therefore what it finds. And it can be extensively customized, and it is very easy to scale. A Google search, as we know, is a public web search engine, and it's designed to crawl and index vast amounts of information across the internet. It's used for public use rather than an enterprise tool. It has proprietary algorithms and ranking systems. Users can't really control it as such. They use it. And obviously Google uses web crawlers to discover those Google bots, to discover and index new updated content. So you can see the complete difference. When you think about Elasticsearch, think about internal enterprise searching, customization, control over what it is designed to be used for. I hope that helps you understand the difference between Elasticsearch and Google search. So Delcho, hello, welcome. Please tell us a little bit about yourself.
Hello, Adrian. Thank you for having me. I'm Delcho Delov, and I'm consultant in Estafet, specializing in data analytics and search engines and technologies. Mm-hmm. I have strong interest in improving data search efficiency, which led me to explore and write about the complex searches in Elasticsearch.
Excellent. Thanks, Delcho. And I'm Adrian Wright, of course. People will be getting used to me and my voice. I'm Adrian. I'm CEO and founder of Estafet. Now, Elasticsearch is used across the industries that and the enterprises that we know. You'll be surprised. I'll be surprised actually if a large enterprise doesn't use it. The sorts of examples I can give: Goldman Sachs would use it for their financial strategies and sort of market trend analysis. Formula One teams for their race strategies and their real-time car performance data. Elsevier would be using it to sort of empower their drug research and their drug repositioning products. Netflix would use it for personalization, for when you log on, declare that you're a user, and it would look obviously at the massive volumes of user data and analyze those to give you preferences, etc. And someone like Pfizer would use it for drug manufacturing as well. So Delcho, you're obviously an engineer, and we'll have some engineers listening to us. In a more sort of technical sense, how would you describe what is Elasticsearch?
Elasticsearch is a distributed RESTful search analytics engine that address many use cases, and it's used for log and event data analysis and full text search. It stores complex data structures that have been serialized as JSON documents. And when the document is stored, it's indexed and it's fully searchable in near real time.
That's great. Thanks, Delcho. I think that certainly explains it well. But what sort of inspired you to write about the use of Elasticsearch in your article that you've got? We will link, by the way, your article to this podcast.
So I was inspired by the need to improve search accuracy and efficiency. Complex synonyms present a unique challenge in search technology, and I want to explore how Elasticsearch can be leveraged to handle these challenges effectively.
Fantastic. And just for everybody, just to be totally clear, a synonym is a word that has the same or nearly the same meaning as another word in the same language. So, for example, let's take the word happy. That could be replaced by joyful or cheerful, content, glad, etc. And when you put these into sentences, the nuances become easy for human brain to understand, but quite difficult for a computer to understand the difference. So, for example, she felt happy after receiving the good news, and she felt joyful after receiving the good news. In some respects, we know those are slightly different. There's a nuance there, but actually, in terms of a computer and understanding that difference, that's fairly complex, and Elasticsearch will sort of help with that. So now coming on to the complexities and nuances, Delcho, let's talk a little bit about AI and data analytics. How do you see AI enhancing Elasticsearch's capabilities, particularly in areas where it's become very important, like publishing? We mentioned Elsevier earlier.
AI can enhance Elasticsearch by improving the relevance of search results through machine learning algorithms. In publishing, this means more accurate content recommendations and better categorization of articles based on user preferences and behavior. Elastic provides technology called Elasticsearch Relevance Engine, which includes a range of tools and APIs to build highly engaging AI search applications and workflows for that.
Thanks, Delcho. Can you give me an example? Can you discuss a time when you've navigated the complexities and configuration and maybe scaling as well of Elasticsearch, and maybe some key lessons that you learned when you were implementing Elasticsearch?
One challenging project involves scaling Elasticsearch for a large e-commerce platform. We learned that proper indexing and shard management are crucial for performance. Also, continuous monitoring and optimization are necessary to handle growing data volumes.
And Delcho, you mentioned shard management. Can you just tell me what is shard management?
As Elasticsearch is distributed systems, it is designed to be growing horizontally, scaled horizontally. So shards indexed are multiplied by shards, and they are on different locations with different type of replicas to handle data more in speedy manner.
Okay. Yep. All right, that's fantastic. I think you describe it in your paper as well there. Let's talk about how Elasticsearch has transformed data management and analysis, specifically in the publishing industry, because I know you've got quite a lot of experience with that. What sort of unique advantages does it offer?
It's optimized for high-performance search and retrieval of large volumes of data.
Okay.
This allows publishers to quickly find and present content to users, which is particularly useful for large archives of textual material. With integrated analyzers and plugins, Elasticsearch can automatically analyze and classify content also. So this makes it easy to organize and categorize articles, news, and other publishing materials.
And how do you anticipate the use of Elasticsearch will evolve, in your key area of expertise? I know that you've worked in pharmaceuticals, finance, you have a view on sports analytics. Over the next few years, can you give us an insight to the sort of development you might see there?
I see Elasticsearch becoming more and more integrated with AI and machine learning. In pharmaceuticals, for example, it will aid in drug discovery by quickly analyzing search data. In finance, it will improve risk management and fraud detection, maybe. For sport analytics, it will provide real-time performance insights and predictions.
And what sort of advice would you offer to organizations just starting out with Elasticsearch to sort of try and help them avoid any, common pitfalls and make sure that they fully leverage its capabilities?
That's a good question. Start with a clear understanding of your use case and data structure. Invest in proper training for your team and don't overlook the importance of monitoring and maintenance. Also, leverage the rich ecosystem of tools and plugins that Elasticsearch can offer.
That's great. Thank you, Delcho. It's been quite interesting. You've shed quite a lot of light on the important role of Elasticsearch in today's data management and analysis. By implementing advanced searches, or advanced techniques like Elasticsearch, businesses can enhance sort of precision, improve decision making, and unlock new insights. And for those just starting out, Delcho's advice is pretty important. His paper is well worth reading. Understand your use case, invest in training, maintain diligent monitoring. The management and the upkeep is important. And if you're not careful, you will fall into some holes that could be expensive to maintain. So it's well worth reading Delcho's paper. Thanks for listening. The paper is available to anybody listening to this podcast. It's on our website, www.estafet.com. And this particular discussion around Elasticsearch, commonly used tool, please contact me if you have any specific questions regarding its use within your enterprise, and we can have a chat together with Delcho. Thanks very much. Thanks for listening.
Thank you.